In the heart of the dense African savanna, where the baobab trees stood tall and the sun kissed the earth with golden rays, there was a small village named Ndolo. It was here that two sisters, Zuri and Amina, lived. They were as different as night and day. Zuri was quiet and thoughtful, with eyes that reflected the stars, while Amina was bold and fiery, her laughter ringing like a bell. Their father, Chief Jabari, was a man of great power and pride. He ruled the village with an iron fist, believing that strength was the only virtue worth having. His daughters, despite their virtues, were often seen as a disappointment to him. He longed for sons who would carry on his legacy, but his wife, Maisha, had only given him daughters. This became a wound that festered in his heart. As the sisters grew, their bond strengthened. They shared secrets under the moonlight and dreams whispered to the stars. Yet, they could not escape the shadow of their father's disappointment. Chief Jabari's disdain was a constant reminder that they were not enough in his eyes. One fateful day, as the village prepared for the harvest festival, Chief Jabari summoned his daughters. They approached him with hopeful hearts, but his words cut deep. "You are no sons of mine," he declared, his voice cold as the night. "You are weak and will bring nothing but ruin to our family." Zuri and Amina stood stunned, their hearts shattering. The pain of rejection pierced their souls. In that moment, they knew they had to leave the only home they had ever known. With heavy hearts and tears unshed, Zuri and Amina packed what little they had and left Ndolo. They ventured into the wilderness, the vast expanse of the savanna stretching before them. Each step was a mix of fear and hope, as they embarked on a journey to find a place where they would be accepted for who they were. The first few days were grueling. The sisters had to rely on their wits and each other to survive. They foraged for food and found shelter under the canopy of trees. At night, they huddled together for warmth, whispering words of encouragement. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, they encountered an old woman named Mama Kazi. She was a healer, known for her wisdom and kindness. She took the sisters in, offering them food and a place to rest. Mama Kazi listened to their story with a compassionate heart and saw the potential within them. "You are stronger than you know," she told them, her voice soothing. "Your journey is just beginning. There is a purpose to your pain, and you will find it in time." Under Mama Kazi's guidance, the sisters learned the ways of healing and survival. Zuri found solace in the art of medicine, her gentle hands capable of mending wounds. Amina, with her fierce spirit, became adept at tracking and hunting. They thrived under Mama Kazi's care, their confidence growing with each passing day. Months passed, and the sisters grew stronger, both physically and emotionally. They had built a life with Mama Kazi, finding peace in their newfound skills. But the tranquility was shattered when a band of rogue warriors attacked the healer's home one night. Zuri and Amina fought valiantly to protect Mama Kazi, but the warriors were relentless. In the chaos, Mama Kazi was gravely injured. With her dying breath, she urged the sisters to seek out the oracle of the great mountain, who could guide them on their true path. Devastated by the loss of their mentor, Zuri and Amina vowed to honor her memory. They set out to find the oracle, knowing that their journey would be fraught with danger. Their path led them through treacherous terrain and harsh weather. They faced wild beasts and unforgiving elements, their resolve tested at every turn, but they pressed on, driven by the promise of finding their destiny. As they neared the great mountain, they encountered a mystical forest known as the Enchanted Grove. Legends spoke of its magical properties and the guardian spirits that resided within. The sisters knew they had to pass through the forest to reach the oracle. The Enchanted Grove was a place of ethereal beauty. The trees glowed with an otherworldly light, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of flowers. Zuri and Amina felt a sense of awe and wonder as they stepped into the grove, but also a lingering sense of unease. As they ventured deeper, the sisters encountered various trials set by the guardian spirits. These spirits, taking the form of animals and ethereal beings, tested their courage, wisdom, and compassion. Each trial was a lesson, teaching them more about themselves and each other. In one trial, Zuri had to confront her fear of failing those she loved. She was faced with a vision of Amina in peril and had to trust in her abilities to save her sister. In another, Amina had to let go of her anger towards their father, realizing that her strength came from love, not hate. The final trial was the most challenging. They had to face the spirit of a great lion who demanded that they prove their worthiness. Zuri and Amina, standing side by side, demonstrated their unity and bravery. They showed the lion that their bond was unbreakable and that together they could overcome any obstacle. Impressed by their determination, the guardian spirits granted them passage through the grove. They emerged on the other side, stronger and more united than ever. Reaching the base of the great mountain, Zuri and Amina felt a mixture of relief and anticipation. The mountain was an imposing presence, its peak shrouded in mist. They began the arduous climb, their spirits buoyed by the knowledge that they were close to finding their destiny. The climb was treacherous, with steep paths and sheer drops, but the sisters' bond and determination saw them through. They helped each other over obstacles, their trust and reliance on one another unwavering. At the summit, they found the oracle, a wise and ancient being who resided in a cave adorned with crystals that shimmered with a magical light. The oracle welcomed them, her eyes holding the wisdom of ages. "You have come far," she said, her voice echoing in the cave. "Your journey has only just begun, but you have proven yourselves worthy." The oracle revealed that their true destiny was to unite the fractured tribes of the land, to bring peace and harmony where there was discord. She spoke of a great darkness that threatened the land, a darkness that could only be vanquished by the power of unity and love. Armed with the oracle's prophecy, Zuri and Amina descended the mountain with a newfound sense of purpose. They knew their journey would not be easy, but they were determined to fulfill their destiny. Their first task was to gather allies. They traveled from village to village, sharing their vision of unity and peace. Some listened and joined their cause, inspired by the sisters' passion and courage. Others were skeptical, unwilling to change their ways. In one village, they met a young warrior named Kofi, who had heard of their deeds and was eager to join them. Kofi was strong and skilled, his presence a valuable addition to their growing group of allies. With each new ally, their resolve grew stronger. They faced numerous challenges, from hostile tribes to natural disasters, but their unity and determination saw them through. They began to make a name for themselves, their reputation spreading across the land. As their influence grew, so did the danger. Not everyone welcomed their message of unity. There were those who thrived on discord and conflict, and they saw the sisters as a threat to their power. One night, as they camped by a river, they were ambushed by a group of mercenaries hired by a rival chief. The attack was swift and brutal, leaving many of their allies injured or worse. In the chaos, Zuri was captured and taken away. Amina, filled with a mix of fear and fury, vowed to rescue her sister. She rallied their remaining allies, their determination fueled by the bond they shared. They tracked the mercenaries to a fortified camp where Zuri was being held. Using their wits and skills, Amina and their allies launched a daring rescue mission. They fought fiercely, their hearts set on freeing Zuri. In the heat of battle, Amina confronted the leader of the mercenaries, defeating him in a fierce duel. Reunited, the sisters embraced, their bond stronger than ever. The rescue had cost them dearly, but it had also shown them the lengths they would go to protect each other and their cause. With Zuri safe, the sisters continued their mission with renewed determination. They knew that the road ahead would be fraught with danger, but they were ready to face whatever challenges came their way. Their journey led them to the great city of Mji Mkubwa, a place of power and influence. Here, they hoped to gain the support of influential leaders who could help them unite the tribes. But the city was also a place of intrigue and deception, where alliances could shift with the wind. In Mjimkubwa, they met Chief Amara, a wise and respected leader who had long advocated for peace. She welcomed the sisters and their allies, offering her support and resources. With her help, they began to build a coalition of leaders committed to their cause. But not everyone in the city was friendly. There were those who saw the sisters as a threat to their power and influence. Plots were hatched in the shadows, and whispers of betrayal filled the air. To solidify their coalition, Chief Amara suggested convening a council of elders, where the leaders of the various tribes could come together and discuss their vision of unity. It was a bold move, but one that could make or break their mission. The council was held in the Grand Hall of Mjimkubwa, a place steeped in history and tradition. Leaders from across the land gathered, their faces a mix of curiosity and skepticism. Zuri and Amina, standing before them, spoke passionately about their vision of peace and unity. Their words resonated with many, but there were also those who remained unconvinced. Heated debates ensued, with some leaders voicing their doubts and fears. The sisters stood firm, addressing each concern with patience and wisdom. In a surprising turn of events, a rival chief who had initially opposed them stood up and declared his support. He had seen the destruction wrought by discord and was convinced that unity was the only way forward. His endorsement swayed many, and the council ultimately voted in favor of the sisters' vision. With the council's support, Zuri and Amina felt a sense of accomplishment, but their victory was short-lived. Word came that a powerful warlord, known as Black Lion, was amassing an army to crush their coalition. Black Lion was a figure shrouded in mystery and fear, his ruthlessness legendary. The sisters knew that they had to confront this new threat head-on. They rallied their allies, preparing for the battle that loomed on the horizon. The stakes were higher than ever, and the outcome would determine the future of their mission. In the days leading up to the battle, Zuri and Amina worked tirelessly, forging alliances and bolstering their forces. They knew that unity was their greatest strength, and they emphasized the importance of standing together. The day of the battle arrived, and the plains outside Mjimkubwa became the stage for a clash that would decide the fate of the land. Zuri and Amina, standing side by side, led their forces with courage and determination. The battle was fierce and brutal. The sisters fought valiantly, their skills and bond shining through. They faced Black Lion's forces with unwavering resolve, knowing that the future of their mission depended on their success. In the heat of battle, Zuri and Amina found themselves facing Black Lion himself. The warlord was a formidable opponent, his strength and skill unmatched. But the sisters, working together, managed to outmaneuver him. In a final, desperate clash, they defeated Black Lion, breaking the spirit of his army. The battle was won, but the cost was high. Many of their allies had fallen, and the land was scarred by the conflict. Zuri and Amina, though victorious, felt the weight of their losses. They returned to Mjimkubwa, where they were welcomed as heroes. The Council of Elders reaffirmed their support, recognizing the sisters' bravery and leadership. But the sisters knew that their journey was far from over. With the immediate threat defeated, they turned their attention to healing the land and its people. They worked tirelessly to rebuild what had been destroyed, fostering a sense of unity and cooperation among the tribes. As they worked to bring peace to the land, Zuri and Amina uncovered a shocking truth. Their father, Chief Jabari, had been secretly working with Black Lion, hoping to use the warlord's power to crush their mission and reclaim his dominance. The revelation was a devastating blow. The sisters had always hoped that their father would come to accept them, but his betrayal cut deep. They knew they had to confront him, not only for their sake, but for the sake of their mission. They returned to Ndolo, the village they had once called home. Confronting their father was one of the hardest things they had ever done. Chief Jabari, defiant and unrepentant, refused to acknowledge his daughter's achievements. But Zuri and Amina stood firm. They spoke of their journey, their vision, and the unity they had achieved. They challenged their father to see beyond his pride and recognize the strength they had found in each other and in their allies. Chief Jabari's response was not what they had hoped for. He challenged the sisters to a final test, a trial that would determine whether they were truly worthy of his respect. It was a tradition steeped in the village's history, a test of strength, wisdom, and courage. The sisters accepted the challenge, knowing that this was their chance to prove themselves once and for all. The trial was grueling, pushing them to their limits. They faced physical challenges, solved intricate puzzles, and demonstrated their leadership and compassion. Through it all, Zuri and Amina relied on each other, their bond and determination carrying them through the toughest moments. They emerged from the trial victorious, having proven their worth beyond any doubt. Chief Jabari, humbled by his daughter's triumph, finally acknowledged their strength and leadership. He realized that his pride had blinded him to the true value of his daughters. With a heavy heart, he asked for their forgiveness. Zuri and Amina, though still wounded by their father's past actions, chose to forgive him. They knew that holding on to anger would only hinder their mission. They embraced their father, symbolizing a new beginning for their family and their land. With Chief Jabari's support, the sisters' mission gained even more momentum. The tribes of the land, inspired by their journey and their vision, united under their leadership. Peace and harmony began to take root, and the land flourished. Zuri and Amina had faced countless challenges and hardships, but they had emerged stronger and more united than ever. Their journey had taught them the true meaning of strength, love, and unity. Together, they had transformed their world, creating a legacy that would endure for generations to come. And so, the tale of Zuri and Amina, the sisters who defied the odds and united a fractured land, became a legend whispered under the stars, inspiring future generations to believe in the power of unity and the strength of the human spirit. Subscribe for more exciting African folktales, and thanks for watching. Bye, my beautiful family.